You guys. Hope y'all getting in. Give it a second, see if y'all guys can get in. Now I gotta go old school with you. All right, now I'm in this. Now I'm in this to win this. If anybody want to give me some iPod phones, let me know for my free knowledge and power. All right, subscribe to the video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. All y'all that ain't subscribe to the channel. This is your chance to subscribe. Also, check out my website, l1co.com. Just go there, visit it. That's all I need. I'm just trying to get traffic through there. So if y'all could just give a visit, that'd be great. l1co.com. I might put it down in the comments. I should have put it in the title. Next time I will. Let's get into it. All right, I see. The problem is you guys are having troubles doing caps, right? If y'all got to this video, maybe that's what it is. I got a cap up here right now. I'm gonna just show you some tips and some tricks, and then I'll go over what could be some other problems. Um, all right, let's get in. So let's get into it. All right, guys, this is a cap right here. I showed y'all how to hoop the caps. If you need another hoop the cap video, how to hoop them correctly, so you get this most space. Also, it depends on the caps. I've noticed that different caps, you get sometimes. So I got these. So I got like these caps right here, which is like a full baseball cap. One of the full baseball caps, I actually got it's a little bit less surface. The surface is about maybe a quarter inch smaller on these than these little truckers. It's the same brand. You can't tell the difference until you put it on the machine. You're like something is just not right. Um, so that's what that is, guys. Is some maybe you ain't even noticed it, but I took a ruler to it, but it's about a quarter inch less uh, difference in it, which makes it harder for you guys to get more space sideways on it, like this way, quarter inch this way. This way is obviously the same size. One other thing is make sure you guys do a trace stitch before you do these. Do a trace, right? Do a trace stitch. That's the biggest thing. Do a trace. So trace to make sure it goes. All right. Also, secondly, guys, this is another one. After you do a trace, see, I trace it up to here. You want it about, let me see, you can see that, maybe a quarter inch. See, you only could go probably up a little bit more right there, right? Because right here, it's going to start buckling. That's going to be some of your problems right here. You start getting too close to the top. Yeah, when the hat turns, it's gonna um, it's gonna cause trouble when it turns. You know, it's gonna cause trouble in the buckling right there. Also, right here, the back of the cap is always some problems. If you go any higher than this is about a half an inch. That's about a half an inch from that. When you start going higher in here, in this area right here, this no man's zone, you're gonna start getting troubles. Right? I gotta show some techniques that I use on my hats, but it's only gonna be one hat at a time type deal. It's gonna be. Let me go back here because I gotta do some adjustments. So, and I'll show you. I'll show you some of my mess ups because even I mess up on hats. That's why you got to put that in your price when you doing hats. Hopefully you are putting that in your price. You can see sometimes I test out different things too. But you see I try to get lower, and it's right around there. It started messing up. So right in here, it starts skipping stitches. So if it's skipping stitches and stuff, that means there's a gap in between this part. It's too big of a gap between here and the bottom of the needle. Not the top of the needle, don't matter the gap. The gap is under here. When it starts to be in a gap, it start missing stitches, needles start breaking, and also the speed. What speed are you doing these at, guys? Unless the design is like right in the center here, don't go over like maybe like 520. I've been pushing it there. I used to do 450 all the time, but I just started getting tired. Like, man, maybe I could push it a little bit faster. So I've been getting good results at around 520. Let me see. I think this one's at. Let me see what this one's at. 520. Yeah, this is at 520. What also you're gonna start seeing is different patterns. Also, if I do, you ask me a video, be tuning in. If you drop a comment and look for me to reply, because I really sometimes I reply soon. So look for that reply so you could be in on this video. So if you have any other questions, I could just handle those as well. Because like I said before in my other videos, if you got a question, it might be 20, 15 other people might have the same question as you. That's why you got to thumbs up the video and subscribe to the channel and put a comment down like thanks. Thank you again. So yeah. So like I was saying, let me grab the trucker. It's like the trucker. You could probably could tell from here. There's a quarter inch difference. Wait, there's a quarter inch difference between these two. And this is a regular hat, and this is the trucker version of the hat. It's the same material, but the difference is the difference is like a quarter inch. But when you look at it, you might not until you get up on it, and you know, only I knew something was off because my designs. And what I would do, it's another tip, guys. I would just shrink my design just a little bit, maybe like instead of doing 100%, maybe do if it fits at your other one at 100%, to bring it down to maybe like 95, like 95%, something like that. You guys got to be thinking like something like that. I only do five. I would only shrink a design 5%. Because when you start doing more than that, um, I don't know if the stitches start running into each other, you're gonna come into other problems. So it's to me, if a design, you can shrink it down to 5%. So instead of doing 100, and I'll show you where that's at. If you guys don't even know what I'm talking about, it's already shrunk this one down. This one right here. So it's on this page, and it's this is the scale. So you just go in there, click that, you change it to is it 95%. One was too big for my what I wanted, so I think this made it a little cleaner look, and I didn't have to worry about it coming up here too many times. So now it's a little cleaner look for me. So that's what I did for that one. Also, the same thing. If you guys just want a cleaner look about your design, like man, it's working sometimes. Like if it's not stitching correctly every time you put that down, maybe think about doing that. Like if you're, if you know what I'm saying, like you said, broken needles all the time. And also, guys, make sure this is the other thing. Make sure your product is digitized for caps. If you're breaking a lot of needles and everything else is right, it's the digital. It's either the speed or it's digitized wrong. If it's digitized wrong, it should go. Yo, things should start. This is how proper digitizing for caps should work. It should start at the bottom, work its way up. Then it should do left side, then right side. So it starts at the bottom, then it goes left. I mean, either left side or right side and left side. It does one side at a time. So that's how you know your stuff is digitized correctly. If it's just going left to right or just going top to bottom, that's definitely wrong digitizing. Especially on caps for caps. I don't know about other materials, but I do a lot of caps, so I know what to look for. Um, and so caps, yeah. So it's usually supposed. This is how it's supposed to go. It's a lot of work. It's supposed to go bottom to top, bottom to top, then left to right or right to left. But it could also do this way. It can start. It can do sections at a time. It can do this one section, then another section. It could sometimes the designs wouldn't work out if you did top to bottom, left to right. I mean bottom to top, left to right. So it'll do one section, then it'll go around again to come back to another section. It's to keep the cap from pulling a lot to one side. So it's pulling because that's what happens when you just do just one way, like for a shirt, the design would pull. You might find in your shirts that it's pulling, so you can't get through it seems like it never can get through the design. Um, it's because it's not digitized or correctly. So that's why I have a lot of images that I have a lot of designs that I want, but I can't put them on caps because they're not digitized correctly for a cap. It's digitized maybe for a shirt, maybe for a pocket or something, because you get a little bit more play with there because the you know, I don't know, it just works out. I don't know how to explain it, but it just works out better with clothing. But cap is a little different. If it start pulling to one side, same thing with shirts. If it start pulling to one side, it's over. Trying to think of anything else before I cut this one off because I hope y'all kind of trying to make sure y'all get it right. You know, trying to make sure y'all get it right. Um, Let me see. I can't go back into the comments, and the thing is, I can't comment while on here. That's the other part. It says super chat members. All right, yeah. So that's the only thing. Let me see what is this saying. Oh, I guess I could do different colors. Normal. Hmm. That's new. I didn't even know I could do that, guys. Look at that. Wow, in the chat. I don't like that. I don't like that. Documentary. Yeah, so when I said I was starting the cap, and y'all guys gotta pay attention. You gotta start the cap here. I do it in documentary. So guys, when you're doing the cap, make sure it's digitized correctly, first of all, before you waste caps. Secondly, know also caps um, are not different caps may do different things to the design. For example, if you got foam caps, they got wool caps, and they also got acrylic caps. Like I said, a lot of times my acrylic caps be messing up because it'll like start hitting the plastic and it'll mess up like that. Um, if you're not knowing what I'm saying about hitting the plastic, you mess up on acrylic cap and then mess up on an acrylic cap and then look on the other side. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, it's like a plastic thing, but yeah, like I just noticed with these baseball caps, I get less room, but I'm also charging a little bit more for the baseball caps because they cost a little bit more for me to get, but they're a little harder to do. So, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm just charging a little bit more than trucker caps. And I'm also just I'm trying to move straight to just this style trucker. I don't even want to do foam truckers anymore because it's not me doing them. It's the complaints. I don't know what people want from a trucker that's embroidered, but they find a way to complain about something. So, um, yeah, and I've noticed that too. That which is crazy from people back in the days. They're more complaining now. People are so much more complaining about things. I mean, I think as a society, things is changing. You know, more people could. It's like complain, complain, complain. Like, dang, I sent you a perfect cap in a box, and so it ain't even that reason. This guy said, this one guy said the cap is firm. It moved, in the box, and maybe it got a little bit distorted because it was in there a little bit. So I know it only could have got a little bit distorted. He like it lost its form and it's stiff. Good. You want the cap to be stiff. You don't want no floppy cap. All right. That's enough. But enough of that, guys. Let's just keep it positive on mine. Go back to my normal. All right. So thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, and if this helped you, please leave a like and let's get into it.